Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the unknown species. Welcome back. As always, I'm xHitoBiteZ and this is Digimon FireRed. So, one thing I have to show. I wanted to see what level SkullGreymon turns into MetalGreymon. I also wanted to make sure that the SkullGreymon that we caught in the wild was the same SkullGreymon that your Garurumon digivolves into. And yes, I caught a Sunamon, digivolved him into Gabumon, who digivolved into Garurumon, and then at like level 33 or 30 something, I don't remember exactly what level it was, but Garurumon digivolved into SkullGreymon, and then SkullGreymon digivolved into MetalGreymon at level 50. He is an ice and machine type, which is what I figured. I will not be using him, however, because I don't want to use him. I made him a mule because I wanted him to be a mule. But anyway, we're going to use him to use Flash. Also, we'll be using Cut from time to time, but aside from that, we're just gonna super speed this. This guy teaches you Rock Slide. So, I will be teaching somebody Rock Slide. Either Greymon or Devimon. I've decided on Devimon. Alrighty then, so you guys got a little glimpse at all of the Digimon that were in there, as well as my Greymon dying, and also not digivolving. I forgot to cure the paralysis on Devimon, so we're gonna have a battle of a garbage Devimon. But ultimately that should be just fine. I don't think it will impact me in this fight at all because they have what looks to be holy types. Well, Renamon is not a holy type because actually I think Renamon is, it's just that Renamon is also some other type, which makes Renamon superior. I can't actually remember what type Renamon is, which is sad because Renamon is completely defeating my Devimon. Devimon, I believe, digivolves to Myotismon at level 40, so it's going to be quite some time before Devimon actually digivolves. Diamond Storm is an ice move. Cool. Dead. Dead. Very much dead. Wait a second. There's no way that that's an ice move. If that was super effective. Ice is not super effective against poison or dark. At least I'm like fairly certain it's not. It must be holy or some other type. It just has an animation for ice. That could be possible. I'm not actually sure. I'm going to assume that it's not actually ice because Devimon is not weak to ice. Devimon is poison and dark. And from what I remember, those aren't weak to ice. Yeah, we need a wing attack. Half my team is dead. Really, I can only use 5 party members because, MetalGreymon it would be cheap, first of all, and second of all, he doesn't have any moves, really. But it would be cheap because he's level 50. And I don't want to use him. He probably wouldn't even die because he's level 50. And you're fighting against level 20s. Mid-20s, but still. MagnaAngemon. We did also fight a MagnaAngemon. It wasn't wild, but we did fight a MagnaAngemon in the cave, if you remember. Tail whipping me? I actually prefer stat boosts that go on your character instead of going on the enemy, because then you don't have to switch out. Of course, you know, it depends. Sometimes you want one that goes on your character, maybe baton pass, or maybe just completely sweep the entire team. Or sometimes you just need to do a couple of tail whips on the enemy and then switch. You know, it depends, of course, but I usually just prefer stat boosts that change the stats of the Digimon that you have out currently. But of course, like I said a billion times already, it depends. So we're gonna switch into Angemon because we need wing attack. Screech also scares me a little bit, actually a lot of bit, because Angemon, for starters, doesn't have the greatest defense, and Screech lowers his defense by 2 stages. Now his defense has been lowered by 4 stages, but thankfully, Angemon is still alive and I can switch out if I need to. But if it's another Blossomon, then that might be an issue. It's a MagnaChromon, so actually this works out perfectly. Angemon will not die, and Gatomon can get summoned again. And I can also miss. So, I don't know what level Gatomon digivolves into Angemon. I also know that I can DNA, or not DNA, but yeah, DNA digivolve Gatomon and Aquilamon and get Sylphimon, because in the Digimon 2 anime, that's what happens. Angemon's digivolving! Oh my god! Into Crobat? What? How does that even make any sense? Angemon digivolved into MagnaAngemon. MagnaAngemon, obviously. Wonder Guard! What? Okay, MagnaAngemon is clearly the best Digimon in the game. Unfortunately, he's a Crobat, which actually kind of upsets me a little bit. I really, really like MagnaAngemon. I wish this game was finished. So, I'm glad that Angemon digivolved. What level did you digivolve? 25? I think it was 25. I will be going back into the footage and seeing what level Angemon digivolved at. Of course, you guys probably all know because you can just rewind if you forgot. But I'm pretty sure it's 25. I'm also hopefully no longer going to need MetalGreymon, so I'm going to Onyx. So we do have a Vmon. I'm not going to be using Vmon at the moment, nor Stingmon. I don't know what Digimon I want, okay? There's a lot of Digimons that I maybe want, and I just can't make up my mind at the moment. I think at the moment I want, actually... I think I actually want a Greymon because I do eventually want a MetalGreymon. But I also do have a MetalGreymon, so you know what? Forget everything I've been saying, and just... We're gonna get a Sidramon. Sidramon digivolves into Sidramon. Sidramon's an ultimate. I don't know what if Mega Sidramon exists in this game, or if Mega Sidramon is also an ultimate. I don't know. There's only so much information out on this game, unfortunately, and I just don't know. I'm still a little upset that that MagnaAngemon is a Crobat. This, I think, is the nicknamer? Oh yeah, he's the nicknamer. I don't want to nickname anybody. Maybe I will nickname eventually. I don't know. Or you guys can nickname or something. I do not know. Okay, so... I just want to see if... Yeah. I just wanted to see if he sold any... stones or crests, so I can see if I can get Vmon into MagnaAngemon. MagnaAngemon? 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 I don't remember his name. It's the Golden Crest one that Vmon only uses like once. I guess it's not really Vmon, but Davis, and then Vmon digivolves. So I'm going to hopefully stick with Greymon for most of it and try to get him to level up and potentially digivolve. This guy scares me a little bit, but I believe he's a rookie level Digimon, so I shouldn't have any trouble defeating him, and I didn't. Gyarados? Well, I see no point in staying in... Well, if it's a Gyarados. I don't know why you have a Pokemon, but okay. Spark is 4 times super effective, but you are also extremely powerful. Gyarados has one of the highest physical attacks. And it seems like I go first and I get the Gyarados out. Gyarados has a enormous amount of physical attack, which is great. I actually really like Gyarados. He's a great Digimon. His special attack is not that great, but we're gonna go back into Greymon. against his Greymon. We are going to go for a Screech, and then we're going to go for some Crush Claws. He's going to go for a Nova Blast, which shouldn't do that much damage to me, like at all. And let's go for a Crush Claw. This should take out a good bit of his health. Wow, that's a lot more than I was expecting. I seriously was not expecting that much. I believe Crush Claw does not have 100% accuracy, so I just want a Flamethrower and kill it. It would have been kind of funny if he did live with 1 health. And you have a MetalGreymon, just like we saw last time. I don't know how your MetalGreymon's only level 20. Aurora Beam's not super effective because I'm Dragon and Fire, so it's just normal effective. This is 4 times effective because, as I just saw, MetalGreymon is Ice and Machine, which means Fire is 4 times effective. Oh, we defeated our rival. I'm actually not going to do the rest of the Pokemon Tower. Actually, I'm not going to do it at all. What I will do, however, is come over here to the left. And there are some trainers here in which we will fight. Greymon is level 36, and as we know, the 3 original starters, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, digivolve or evolve at level 36. And yes, Greymon also follows that pattern. So he digivolves into what looks like MetalGreymon at level 36. Now I am curious on how you would get a SkullGreymon, if that's even in this game, which I would assume is, but I wouldn't know how to get him. I'm actually extremely excited that I have a MetalGreymon. Let's look at him. And most likely he will be a different type now. Yes, he is no longer a dragon type. Now he is Fire and Machine, which actually scares the living heckness of orangeness out of me, because being dragon type is actually kind of amazing. But anyway, let's test him out in battle. That sprite, though, looks pretty freaking interesting at the very least. Let's watch it again. Of course, this is in super speed, kind of-ish, but don't worry, it's not that bad. You can enjoy all of the MetalGreymons that you like. Hello? Bikers? All bikers are actually Devimons. I did read that, and I've also played through the game, so I also know that. Now that all those battles are done, we will be going to what I believe is Cerulean City. Or Celadon City, excuse me. Not Cerulean City. I don't know if they renamed it or not, but they might have. Celadon City, Route 7. There, I believe, is a Renamon in this patch, I'm not sure. And Celadon City, yes, they did not rename it. That is what it seems. However, there is an Eevee that we can get, and yes, I will get it. So, without further ado, let's get this Eevee. Come all the way up here, and up here, and up here, and over here. We can talk to him later, but first we want our Eevee. Okay, so now that that's done, there are actually two more things that I want to do before we end the episode off. One is actually go to the front of the house and talk to Grandma. So we get Grandma, hello. So we can get T. Now with T, what we can do is talk to all those guards and we can forever pass through them. However, there's one more thing I just want to show off, and that is that there's a Snorlax over here. So, you know, there's that Snorlax if you were interested. And if you come over here to Route 7, we can actually give the T to the guards. Now we can just enter Saffron City just like that. Or Toy Town, which apparently they did bother renaming, which I'm glad. So there is a trainer over there, but we can skip them, so that's what we will do. For now, at least. And now we enter over here. We get HMO2 Fly. Until next time, don't forget to rub the rubber ducky.
You ga wakateki wo kurau!